What's up? What's going on? Hope everybody's doing good. Working on a few things right now. Hope everybody's having a good Thursday. I am in the building, baby. I'm in the building. Let me bring my audio down a little bit before I get into this thing. Before I get into this thing, let me just turn my audio down. So what's going on, people? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? There you go. What's going on, people? Hope everybody's having a good Thursday. Hope everybody's doing fantastic. Hope everybody's doing fabulous. Hope everybody's getting it in, doing what they need to do, making sure that they're going into the strong game strong. Going into the strong game strong. Yeah, God's plan. I want to thank all the beautiful infinite creators. Peace, family. I want to thank all the infinite creators for joining me. What's up? Hello, 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 hello. What's going on, King James 2, King James 11? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for rocking with the beautiful infinite creators. I salute you. I salute you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, I'm just diving in right now because I wanted to show up. That's why showing up is half the battle, people. So you had a rough day. You know what I mean? Well, I'm gonna give y'all some breaking news then. Who cares? You know, this is God's plan. What you gonna do, huh? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna get up and you gonna fight, or you gonna lay down in the grass? What you gonna do? Who you gonna be, huh? Who you gonna be? What you gonna do? How you gonna do it? How you gonna do it? How you gonna put it down? How are they gonna remember you? Who? Hey, I know this guy over here. I know who LeBron James is, but tell me who King James 11 is. That's all I'm saying. How you gonna put it down? You know what I'm saying? Is it God's plan? Do your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing. What's up, Castra? Lackey's in the building. I see Belgium is in the building. I salute the beautiful infinite creators from everywhere, from all around the world, from all around the world. It's your OG Big Craig. First things first, guys. I salute the divinity in you. I want to play that track again because I was feeling that today. I was feeling that today. My whole thing today was, my whole thing today was you got to prime the pump, baby. You got to prime the pump. You got to prime the pump. You can't stand in front of the cold stove, wait for the heat. You got to get off your backside. You got to get off your backside and you got to put some wood into the cold stove. You got to put some wood into the cold stove. And when you put that wood in the cold stove, then you might have to strike a match and light a match and put a match on that wood. And when you put a light on that match and you put some fire on that wood, man, that stove is going to heat up. So take some action, guys. It takes some action. I'm just coming here to bring some positive energy, to hope you raise your vibration. You do something that you want to do, not something that you have to do. Do things that you want to do, not what you have to do. You know what I'm saying? You get to decide. You get to choose. It's your choice. You're going to sit back and you're going to wait. You're going to sit back and you're going to wait. You're going to manifest the divine, or you're going to manifest greatness. You are greatness. You are greatness. Yes, yes, yes. Don't tell me what you're about to do. Show me what you're doing. Feel me? Don't tell me what you're about to do. Show me what you're doing. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Whose plan is it? Whose plan is it? Show me your plan. That's all I want to see. Don't tell me what you used to do. Tell me what you're doing now. Don't tell me who you used to be. Tell me who you are now. Well, nothing from nothing leaves nothing, lackey. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. You got to do something. In order for the car to go, you got to put some gasoline in the car. If it's an electric car, you got to plug the car in. You can't be wasting time. Time is there's no such thing as time. They tell me time is a construct. That's what they tell me. But if time is your most valuable asset. And the trick of the game, the whole trick of the game is you using your time instead of letting your time use you. You using your time instead of you letting your time use you. How are you going to serve? You got to serve. Who you going to serve? You get to choose your market. You get to choose the people who you serve. You get to choose who you are. Dude, you get to choose if you got a starving market. You get to choose if you got a smart market. You get to choose if you got a poor market. You get to choose if you got a rich market. You get to choose. You are a marketer. You are not a time waster. You are an energizer. You are energizer. You are a driver. You are a striver. But don't sit back there and let time waste. Time is eating me away. Okay, you don't got to be in jail to be doing time. And this is what a lot of people don't understand. That's the great Tupac. You don't got to be in jail to be doing time. There's a lot of people who just doing time, whether they're just showing up to work, whether they're just hanging out with at home, whether they're not doing anything. You don't necessarily have to be on a job to be wasting time. You don't have to be in school to be wasting time. People waste their time all the time, all the time. But remember, time is one of your biggest assets. Time is probably your greatest asset. All you got is time, and it's up to you to figure out how to use your time. When you have a goal, which everybody should have, I don't know if you got a goal, what's your goal, what's not your goal, but I'm just saying your job is to figure out what the goal is and where you are right now. And in between that, you come up with everything in between that. Everything you could do in between where you are now to where you want to be. Everything that you need to do from this point to where you want to be. So let's say I'm gonna use this for an example. Let's say you want to be I don't want to say let's say a doctor. Let's say you want to be a doctor, Lackey. Since I got you here and you rocking with me right now. Something's going on my mic and I got to check this out. But let's say you want to be a doctor or you want to be a lawyer and you want to do something positive with your life, right? You can't sit here and expect to do anything and to do nothing and get something. What do you do when you are lost? Well, the first thing I would do, then I'll get back to what I was talking about, Lackey. The first thing I would do if I felt like I was lost is what's worked for me. I'll tell you what's worked for me. What's worked for me on my journey and on my path is when I felt like I was down and I felt like I was out and I was discouraged and nothing was going right for me. Let's say nothing was working for me and I had no sense of direction. No sense of direction. Let's say freely you ask, freely you'll get, because I don't know what you subscribe to as far as like whether it's a religion, whether it's your higher self, your divine nature, whether it's God, the universe, whatever you subscribe to. Buddha, I don't know what it is that you subscribe to, but what I would do, because what I did was I started to ask. I said, hey, I need help. I wasn't too big to say, God, I need help. God, talk to me. The creator, please give me some direction. Start asking for directions. Ask for directions. And if you feel like you lost and you start asking for wisdom and you asking for guidance and you're asking for direction, then that's what God will do, the creator will do, the universe will do. But that has to start with you. You have to first realize, if you say, okay, I'm lost, first you're recognizing that, okay, I'm not getting where I want to go, or I'm not feeling right, or something's off. And extending your hand, or just extending your heart and extending your mind and asking for help. Like I'll put it to you like this way. For me, being a parent or being a dad, one of the things that drive me crazy is if my kids don't ask me for what they need. If they don't ask me for what they need, or they think I don't have it or I won't give it, then that makes me more angry, because I am always ready and willing to go the extra mile for my kids. All right. And remember, you are a child of the universe. You are a child of the universe, whether you know that or not. You're a child of the universe. You were fashioned by the creator, whether you realize this or you don't. But the fact of the matter is, if you never go to your father, that's why it's the Our Father's prayer. If you never go to your father and you never ask your father to help me or give me or guide me, how is your father gonna help you? You never asked for it. You never said, "Hey, I need." And this is one of the grave mistakes that I think a lot of us make on our journeys, that we may feel lost, or we may feel um ostracized, or we might feel down and out, but it's a feeling, and feelings are very important. Don't let anybody fool you and tell you that feelings aren't important, because your feelings is what really manifests. Feelings is real. So what I would tell you is, if you feel lost, you know what I'm saying, try to change those feelings. Do things to help you change your feelings. But one of the things that I did on my journey, and I'll never tell you guys anything that I haven't tried or anything I haven't done. But for me on my journey and on my path, I asked. I asked. When I was down and I felt like I was lost and I had no direction, I asked God. I said, hey, listen up. I need you. And I started talking to God just like this. I need you. I need some direction. I need some guidance. I don't like the direction I'm going in. Help. Help. And when I started asking for help, then doors started opening. When I started asking for the truth and I started to seek for the truth and I started to seek for knowledge, then the doors were open. Then remember, God is not going to force himself on anybody. The universe doesn't force him or herself on anybody. The creator doesn't force him or herself on anyone. You have to choose. You have to choose the path that you take. You have to take that path, but you also should ask for guidance. Ask for guidance, whether it's in meditation, whether it's in sleep, whether it's in prayer. You ask for that. You ask for that. But when you ask, expect. When you ask, expect. Expect what you ask for. I think a lot of times we ask for things, but we don't really expect what we're asking for. You get me? You ask for things, but you don't really expect it. You got to expect what you're asking for. It's not about religion. At the end of the day, it's not about religion, because right now, if you ask me, I will tell you I'm in church right now. When I wake up in the morning, I'm in church. I may not subscribe to a religion. I grew up in a religion, but I don't necessarily subscribe to a religion. Whatever works for you, and this is what it is, whatever works for you on your path and on your journey, that's what works for you. So if you get stuck in religion and that's where you are, then that's where you are. But on my journey, I got to a point in on my path that I had to decide, is it about religion, which means to bind? You look up the definition of religion. Just start looking up the definitions of some of these words. Religion means to bind. So, and when you start understanding these words and what they really mean, and these things and what they really mean, then you're able to make better decisions and better choices. I'm not telling you that that was an easy decision for me, especially when I was raised a certain way, especially when I was raised in religion and things like that. But at a certain point on my journey, I had to decide: am I going to listen to the still small voice inside me, or I'm going to look at everybody else and follow everybody else? Lead yourself. You don't have to follow me. You know, be be quiet. Listen to the still small voice. All right. Know who you are. Trust, and not only trust in the process, trust yourself. You're not going to do anything that you don't want to do, per se. But if you never ask for help and you never ask for guidance, and that's one of the things that drive me crazy. And I'm saying, you're a child of the universe. I'm a child of the universe. So what's the problem of asking? Whether I don't care what you subscribe to at the end of the day, but just say, hey, I need some help. I need some guidance. Whatever questions that you pose to yourself or your mind or to your subconscious goes to work to get you the answers, whether you believe that or not. I don't care what the problem is. I don't care what the problem is. Whatever the problem or the challenge is, when you place it in front of you, your subconscious goes to work to find you the answer. Don't get stuck in certain things. And I feel like a lot of us get stuck in one thing. We can't get stuck. We have to keep on growing. It's all about growth. About growth. I know last week or the week before I was talking about how Jesus was walking past the fig tree and he saw and he was hungry and he was hungry, and this is something that I learned when I was a kid. He was hungry and he saw that the fig tree was not producing any figs. And when he was hungry and he saw that that fig tree was not producing and it wasn't productive, Jesus cursed. He cursed the fig tree. He cursed the fig tree, and when he walked back by that fig tree on his way back, that fig tree was dead. That because the fig tree wasn't producing. And what I take from that and what I gather from that is we are like that fig tree. Okay, you gotta put yourself in that position of the fig tree. Remember, these are parables, these are stories. Let he who has eyes see, let him who has ears hear. Not everybody can hear the moral of the story or the lesson in the story, but if you vision yourself as the fig tree, right, and you're non-productive, and you're cursed. Some people don't believe in being cursed, and some people don't believe in spells and things like that. But if Jesus could curse a fig tree, you know what I'm saying? And the fig tree stops growing or doesn't it just died because of a curse because it was not productive. All right. I'm not saying you're cursed or I'm cursed or anybody's cursed. I'm saying that you have the power over your life when you in your words. You have the power over your life and in your what you're thinking. You have the power in your life on what you're creating. So if you're gonna be a tree or a fig tree, okay, if you're gonna be a tree, make sure you're a productive tree. Make sure you're a productive tree because we all um are a part of a tree, whether we know that or not. There's the root, there's the branches, there's the leaves, then there's the fruit. We all need to bear fruit. We all need to bear fruit. But if you're planting apple seeds and you get there's it's impossible for you to get oranges. Okay. And what your seeds, the seeds that you have, the seeds of greatness, and people don't want to tell you guys this, but I'm gonna give it to you because I love the beautiful infinite creators. I don't want you to spend 20 years chasing your tail running around in a circle. I don't want you chasing your tail running around in a circle. So the seeds of greatness that's within you, the seeds of greatness that's within you are thoughts. Are thoughts. That's why it's important to write them down. That's why it's important to journal. That's why it's important to plan because these are your seeds. Stop wasting your seeds. It's just not about semen retention, which I pick up. I get it. I understand the power in semen retention. No fat. Shout outs to Retain Gang, for Ascension, all those beautiful infinite creators. But it's also you don't want to waste the seeds of greatness that's within you. You don't want to waste those things. And procrastination is what strangles out those seeds. Procrastination is what causes you not to be not productive. Procrastination, because when the body is in motion, it's a law. Here's the law. Here's the law. When the body is in motion, it tends to stay in motion. Like you wouldn't jump out of a moving car, because if you jump out of a moving car, you know what's going to happen if you jump out of a moving car? That's a law. That's a law. You're gonna hurt yourself because of gravity, because there's a force. But when you get in a vehicle, when you get in a vehicle and you learn how to either drive the vehicle, you are a vehicle whether you notice or not. When you learn how to drive the vehicle, then you can go wherever you want to go. When you learn how to drive the vehicle. But what I also learned is you could let's take vehicles for example. You have an airplane or a jet, you're gonna get there real fast, real fast. You got a car, you're gonna do okay. You'll do all right. You'll do better than you walk in or with a bicycle. But these are all vehicles. They're all vehicles. But you decide what vehicle you take. You decide what vehicle you take. For example, if you're investing in money, let's say money, there's slow money and then there's fast money. And everybody's not going to tell you this. There's a slow way to invest, Slow and steady wins the race. But then there's a quicker way to invest. But you have to decide what vehicle you're gonna take. I can't choose that for you. You might want to take the bicycle. Take the bicycle. That's on you. But remember, you got the thought from somewhere, and that's your seed. And with your seeds, you have to water your seeds. You have to give it some sunlight. You have to take care of it. You have to speak to it. Talk to walk around and talk to your seeds. Once you plant those seeds, which is in the mind, it's gonna return. It's gonna return because you'll be giving it the energy and the attention that it needs. But if you never give your seeds any attention, meaning your thoughts, if you never give them any attention and you never work on them, how are you ever gonna bear fruit? How you ever gonna manifest? And that's what a lot of people don't tell you. Everybody wants to manifest, but nobody want to tend to the garden. What's the garden? The garden is your mind. The garden is your mind. What's the seeds? The thoughts. Your thoughts are your seeds, and they will return dividends for you, whether you notice or not. Your thoughts will return dividends when you plant it in your mind and you water it, meaning you're thinking about it. That's why James Allen said, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So whatever's in your heart, whatever's in your heart, that's what's gonna come out. That's what's gonna come out. But if you sitting back, daydreaming, hoping for change, wishing for things to happen, just want to get through the day. I'm gonna watch the soap operas today. I'm gonna watch the news. I really don't want to do anything. I'm just gonna sit back and scratch my bunkie or scratch my backside. Then what nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Remember, the whole secret to the whole game, what takes the whole mystery out of the whole game here, is you are the actor in the movie. You are the actor. This is your movie. This is your show. This is your show. And if I'm talking to Castra, if I'm talking to a beautiful infinite creator out there, I salute you guys. But I'm letting you know this is your show. Don't let people hijack your mind. Don't let people hijack your currency. Currency, they call it currency for a reason. It's energy. Money is energy. Your thoughts are energy. These things are energy. That's why it's important that you protect it, that you protect your mind, that you protect your thoughts, that you observe your thoughts. These things are serious. There's so many people who've gotten lost and stuck in a certain, let's say, I just don't want to say religion, but a certain sect or a certain lifestyle or a certain um just way of life. But remember, it's all about ascending mentally, spiritually, ascending and reaching higher levels and deeper depths, and always searching for the answers. And not only searching but finding. Seeking you shall find. Seeking you will find. But if you never ask the questions, how are you going to get the answers? How are you going to get the answers? So for me, on my journey at a particular point in time, I had to stop and I had to ask, Father, help me. Father, I need your help. I need some direction. I need some guidance. I need some guidance. And you don't got to be a punk to ask for help. Everybody needs help along the way. Everybody. Everybody. I don't care who you are, what you do, what you subscribe to. Everybody needs help along the way. How does help come? Help comes in a variety of ways. Help comes in ways you don't even expect it. Ways you don't even expect it. But if you never ask, it's that simple. If you never ask, how are you supposed to ever get the answers? How? How? How did he help me? That's a beautiful question, and I would love to share with you how the creators has helped me. You know, on my journey, the creators provided for me as far as guidance and direction. There was times that I didn't know which way to turn, whether it was getting a job or whether it was going to school was something different, but getting a job, finding my way on my path, or just feeling like I didn't have any of the answers. There were people that was put on my path, and things started happening for me, and I didn't know why, but I remember I was asking for guidance. I was asking for directions. I learned how to invest my money. I learned how to invest my time. I learned how to commit to a task. These are things like people aren't going to tell you this. There's not a big trick. It's not a big trick. But when you're not only disciplined, but when you're committed, when you're committed, I hope you good too, child. When you're committed to whatever your goal is, when you're committed, then the doors will start opening. Because remember what persistence is. Persistence is faith. That's all faith is persistence. Is hanging in there long enough. Sometimes all you got to do is hang in there longer than in people. You got to know when to hold them, know when to run, know when to fold them. You got to count your money sitting at the table. It's life. It's life. But if you don't go into the silence and you don't ever listen, or you're not asking for help, or you're not asking for guidance, then you're just gonna wander around lost. You're just gonna be running around in a circle. Answers came to me through books, through people, through songs, through a lot of things. You could be watching a YouTube video, you can get answers. You can get answers, but you have to be in tune. I remember when I started getting a lot of synchronicities, and I didn't even know what they were at a certain point on my journey, a certain point on my path. I didn't know what synchronicities were, but I kept on seeing them, and I kept on seeing the word, and I kept on seeing, and I ignored it. I ignored it for a while because I didn't know what it was. But as I kept on growing and I kept on asking, then I started finding out more answers, finding out more answers. And last night I was on with A1 for Extension, Elgin Lavar, which was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool interview I had with him. And he said a lot of things changed for him once his diet changed. Once his diet changed, I could testify to that too. Once I changed my diet at a certain point of my journey, the dots started to change. My dots started elevating. It started going to another level. I started growing at exponential rate. I was just growing real fast, but that all came from having a desire. That all came from asking. Like, you can walk down the street, you could be in your bed, and you could say, whether, like I said, I don't know what you subscribe to, but for me, what I did is I was like, I need help because I don't like where I'm at right now. I don't like, my money situation. Let's use money because everybody seems to be impacted by money. You know what I'm saying? So basically what I did is I gave up. I gave up the red meat. I gave up. Well, I stopped eating chicken. I stopped eating meat. I stopped eating all of that stuff. And I started eating greens, more alkalines. I still would eat fish, but my diet had changed completely. And then I just started getting a whole lot of information. So when I hear these different guys talk to me and they're talking to me about their diet, I can resonate with it because when I did that, I started getting more information and I started getting more knowledge, and my mind became clear. My mind became clear. Remember, the mind is all. The mind is all. When you understand what the mind is, then you'll take care of the mind, and then you'll start growing. You'll start growing. But don't sit back and wait for change. It's not our job to sit back and wait for change. I like to tell my kids, pray with your feet moving. Pray with your feet moving. Because you hear people saying, well, I prayed about it. I prayed about it. Yeah, that's cool to pray. You could pray. There's nothing wrong with praying, but make sure your feet are moving when you're praying for whatever it is that you want. So if you don't know what you want, then how's the creator supposed to give it to you? Remember, the creator won't impose his will on you or her will on you or its will on you. The creator is going to you either going to work with the creator, work with the law, and grow with it, or you're going to just do your own thing and be out in left field somewhere. So you could continue to do your own thing, and that's cool if that's what you choose to do. But I had enough sense. I had enough sense on my path and on my journey to ask for help and ask for help. And I started getting answers. I started getting answers, and I was finding answers in places that I wasn't even looking for answers. And sometimes the shit was so strange. I was like, oh my goodness, what just happened? You know? But all I could do was keep on growing and keep on evolving. And sometimes I sit and I look and I'm like, well, how did I get on this path? How did I get here? Remember, we all have a purpose. We all have a purpose. My purpose and your purpose may be totally two different things. Everybody don't have the same purpose, and nobody could use your purpose for you. So it's still up to you to make a choice. So don't sit back and say, "Oh, I don't know, I'm lost, I'm wasting time." Well, take out a sheet of paper. Start writing your pros and your cons. Start writing what's good and what's bad. Start writing what you're good at and what you're not so good at. Take out a piece of paper. It may just start with having a notebook and writing your thoughts down. Writing your thoughts down, and by writing your thoughts down, you're gonna come up with a goal. You're gonna come up with something you want to do. You're gonna come up with something that's gonna serve others. Remember, we all here just to really serve each other. At the end of the day, it's who you're impacting, who you're helping, who you strengthening, who you like empowering. It's all about empowering. It's all about growth. It's all about sharing. Remember, sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. You've got something that I don't have. You all have something that I don't have. But if you keep it to yourself, then how's the world ever going to know? Slow that down. I'm going to bring it back. If you keep your gifts and your talents to yourself, how is the world ever going to know who you are? How are you going to impact the people around you? Are you going to impact the people around you? Or you want to stay nice and cozy and cuddle up in your bed and don't even go outside? Don't even go outside. And I know this pandemic slowed a lot of people down. I know it slowed a lot of people down, but you know what? I tell my kids that for me and my house, that's over. It's enough is enough, because you have to get on with living your life. You got to go on and live with your life. You have to. You can't let things around you dictate your life. You can't let the coronavirus dictate your life. You can't let the vaccine dictate your life. Whether you're for it or you're against it, it doesn't matter. You can't let politics dictate your life. You can't let these things dictate your life. You have to you have to get in the driver's seat. You have to take the wheel. You could let Jesus take the wheel, but that's on you. That's on you. If you don't want to take responsibility for your life, you can't blame anybody else. You can't even blame Jesus. You can't blame Jesus if you don't want to drive the car. If you don't want to drive the vehicle, fine. You don't want to drive the car, get out the way. Somebody else will drive the car. No, I'm not even interested in that, lackey. Not even close. I've had family members to do it. I've had friends to do it, and I respect their position, and that's fine. But I'm of the school of choice. You choose. I don't feel like anything should have to be imposed on anyone. People need to do what's best for them. So now I don't get down with the get down. I'm gonna walk by my own beat. I'm gonna walk my own path. I'm gonna walk my own path. And I'm not telling anybody else what to do. You guys got to do what's best for you. If you feel like getting that shot is what's best for you, then that's fine. That's fine. Maybe it's nothing. In the long run, maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's something. But I'm not gonna tell you what to do for you, because you're going down your own path. At the end of the day, you got to look at yourself and say, well, I did what I felt like was right for me. I did what I felt like was right for me. We don't sin. Jesus died for nothing, because he died for our sins. If that's what you believe. Remember how important your belief is, Tango. Your belief is that important. So if you believe that, then it is as you say. And even Jesus said it is as you say. You know, he didn't tell y'all who he was. They told him who he was. He said it is as you say. So that's of no importance. But I agree with you, because by the description that I've read in the Bible, that he was black. I have no issues with that, because I read the description. But I don't think that's the main thing behind Jesus the Christ. I think the main thing was the example. Was the example. Remember, nothing is good or bad, but it's the thinking that makes it so. So if you think something is bad, if you think it's bad, it's bad. If you think it's good, it's good. That's why. You may be able to have 50 girls. That's you. And you may think there's nothing wrong with that. That's you. I salute you. You know what I'm saying? But I can't do what you do. You know what I mean? And there's some people who thinks smoking a bunch of weed is good. That's them. I'm not gonna condemn anybody. That's what they feel like is right for them. That's what worked for them. I salute them. That's on you. I'm not gonna encourage people to do that. I'm not gonna encourage people to do anything that's gonna cause self-infliction, pain, or harm to themselves. I would never tell anybody to do anything that's gonna inflict pain upon themselves, even though you may not know at the time that that's what you're doing. But when you start talking about the Christ, you could talk about Christ consciousness. And for me, on my journey and on my path, I do not look outside myself for anything because I know what's in me. And when you know what's in you, then you stop looking outside of yourself for anything, for anything. And then in the Bible, they always tell me, I used to hear a lot of church people say, great is he that great is he that's in me than he that's in the world. I mean, and they say these things and they quote these scriptures, but they really don't believe in the shit that they say. And I'm just telling you from the people that I see or I grew up around and what I watched. They would quote scriptures like nothing. Like they were just reading the dictionary. They could Bible thump all day, tell you these scriptures, but they didn't really believe it because what is in you? Who is he that's in you or she that's in you that's greater than anything in the world? They couldn't tell you. They couldn't tell you. And then when shit goes to the left, then they're blaming everybody else except for themselves. When the shit goes to the left, you know who I blame? I take responsibility. I have to take responsibility. If I'm not getting the results that I want, then I need to change. Follow me. If I'm not getting the results that I want in my life, I have the power to change or I need to change. It's that simple. But it's easy. Truth is always simple yet hard, and it's strange because if it was easy, everybody be doing it. It's not easy. I can't walk your path. You can't walk in my shoes. It just can't happen. It can't happen. You got to have faith in you. And this is that story, the Christ story. This is what that story is about. That's your story. That's your story. It's not his story. It's not their story. It's not their story. That's your story. The Christ within. The Christ within. But you have to come to that knowledge. You have to come to that understanding. You have to know who's in you and accept that and believe that. The divinity is in you. The God is in you. The Christ is in you. That's why I say the body is the temple. And we all belong to the universal mind. We all have mind in us. Universal mind. Most people don't know what the mind is. Most people don't know what the mind is, but we all belong to the universal mind to some degree. You have a mind, if you're on the same frequency, you're on the same vibration. What is that? That's spirit. That's mind. That's mind. When you're thinking and when that's why when it's in the Bible, it says when 2 or 3 are gathered in his name, anything is possible. That's what the Bible says. But what I'm going to tell you is if 2 people can agree on anything, 2 people could agree on anything, and Napoleon Hill talks about this. If 2 people come together, then there's another force that forms out of the union. So when you have a partnership and you guys are of the same spirit and you are of the same mind and you are of oneness, then there's a third entity that comes into play. And that entity goes to work for you. I'm just telling you guys what I know. I'm not telling y'all something I just conjured up out of nowhere. That's why it's important to be around like-minded people. That's why it's important to be around people with a positive energy. That's why it's important to be around people with the same frequency or who are going in the same direction as you. It's that important because you don't know in the partnership and in the union, you're forming another entity. So it's not no longer two people, it's three people or three entities working together in order to help you accomplish what it is that you're trying to do, whatever it is that you're trying to do. But you can't sit back and do nothing and expect for something. Okay? Even the alchemy of, let's say, turning water into wine, turn the water into wine. But people don't even look at that story. When you heard that story or you listen to that story, think about it for a second. He was at a wedding. The master builder was at a wedding. It's a story, it's a tale. Whether it's true or not true, just listen to the story for a second. The master builder was at a wedding. Okay. He went to the wedding and they ran out of wine. And somebody said, "Oh, the party's over. We don't have no wine." So what does the master builder say? The master builder told them to go get him some water. So what they do? They went out and they got some water. They got some water. And what did he do? He blessed the water, took a sip, and said, "Go ahead and keep on having fun." But it required people to do something. He didn't say, "I'm just going to walk over here and bless this water and turn it into wine." He said, "Go out here." Milan, there you go. But you got a mouth. You got a mouth. All you gotta do is holler at them, spit your game, talk your stuff. That's all you gotta do, Milan. But when he said that and he did that, it requires you to do something. It's always something is always required. You don't go to the store and just walk out with goods and services without paying the price. You get to pay the price. You don't gain muscle by not lifting weight. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. See, everybody want to be spiritual and nobody want to be practical. And these are the lessons. These are the lessons that we should get and we should take away. Not the man who hopes when others despair, but the man who despairs when others hope gets more attention throughout the history of humanity. Let me ponder this for a second, Tango. Not the man who hopes when others despair, okay, but the man who despairs when others hope get the more attention throughout the history of humanity. All right, that's something for me to ponder. Wasn't it his mom who asked him to do it? Probably was. So if your mama, think about that. If your mama asks you to do something, what are you gonna do? No questions asked. If moms ask me to do it, it's done. It's getting done. So there you go. But it takes action. The mother still had to ask. She still had to ask. She said, "Hey boy, get over here. Come here. We need some wine. What you gonna do?" And then he turned around and looked at his homeboys and he said, "Yo, fellas, bring me the water." And then they still had to do something. They do. So it's still action. It's so what I'm telling you guys, no matter what it is, the situation, it's still action. He did it for Maria. He didn't want to do it. Whether he wanted to do it, he didn't want to do it. He had to get it done. That's what alchemy is. And you have to exercise that in your life every day. You have to exercise that in your life every day. The alchemy. And that's action. That's action. What's up, Jasper? Hey yo, nice seeing you. Nice seeing you here. What's up, my guy? What's up, hot dog? Bro, the universe has heard me. The things I've been meditating on are happening. Why? Because you've been thinking about it. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So when you think about it, obviously, it has to show up. It can't, because you're commanding those things to come to you. You're speaking those things into your life, whether you know it or not. Whether you know it or not. Long time too, Jasper. Nice of you to show up with the beautiful infinite creators. I humbly bow before you. Full Metal Alchemist. Milan. There you know, Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist. This is real. But if you don't want to put in the work, if you don't want to put in the work, don't cry. If you don't want to do nothing, don't cry. If you ain't ready to graduate, don't say nothing. Fazan, you want to go there today? Since last time I was here, I got my first. Congratulations. Congratulations, Jasper. Congratulations. I salute you. I salute you, brother. Even though I haven't, but I keep growing and challenging myself, and I develop more and more. Facts. But you're not sitting back waiting for something to happen. You know, whether you're asking for it or you're getting up and you're doing something, then hey, we can get it. You can get it done. You can do anything you put your mind to. That's what will put me on alchemy. Full Metal. I love the Elric brothers. Love them. Love them. Full Metal Alchemist. You got to be a Full Metal Alchemist. You got to be a Full Metal Alchemist if you want to make things happen. If you want to make things happen. We yeah, facts. Yeah, y'all give Jasper some love, man. Give Jasper some love because Jasper, he's doing his thing. He's facing, and that's how you gotta face life. Like X said, I'm ready for life. You gotta face life. You can't run from life. You can't run from life. You face life. Hey, life is gonna hit you, but you're gonna hit it back. You don't run, we don't run, we don't hide. We don't run, we don't hide, we face life. Okay, all right. I'm gonna let you guys have that discussion. You guys can have this discussion, man. Oh man, the infinite creators, the beautiful infinite creators rock with you, Jasper. You know that. You know that. I'll let you, Milan. I'll let you, Fazan, have your conversation. You guys can do what y'all do. But yeah, but like I said, make sure you're the alchemist in your life. Make sure you're turning water into wine. Make sure you're turning lead into gold. Make sure you're the protectioner. Make sure you're practicing what it is that you're preaching. I don't want to come on here and give y'all some bullshit. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm on my path too. I'm learning every day. Every day I'm learning. I'm showing up every day. You got it, give it up to it. Give it up to Jasper. Yeah, Jasper definitely doing his thing. He wasn't in control to him. Oh, well, you talking to Milan right now. Transmutating negative into positive. We facts. Snitch. Milan. Yeah, well, that's why, like I said, but when this is what I mean when like minds come together, it's energy. You guys should always send that positive energy out to each other. Jasper, yeah, give Jasper that love because he's putting in the work. He's putting in the work. He's putting in the work. And you gotta love it because he's not sitting back waiting for nobody to do something for him. He didn't sit back and wait. He could have said, "Oh man, I'm scared. I don't really want to do it." But nah, he grabbed the bull by the horns. And he did his thing. Guys, talk about and the advice has been open to me. Like all this information is the reason I'm growing. I can't think. Man, I salute you. I salute the divinity in you. I respect that because you showed up. You showed up. I'm not listening to you right now, Jasper. I'm talking not Jasper Alphazan. But yeah, you showed up and you did your thing. And you keep on the main thing is about it is believing in yourself. Believing in yourself. So let's say all these miracles that Jesus did in the Bible, if he didn't believe in himself, it would have never happened. And he tells you, if you believe in God, believe also in me. I'm going to tell you, if you believe in God, believe also in me. Why don't you believe in yourself? Believe in yourself. The same power that he had, guess what? You have. He even said that there'll be people who come after him who do greater things, who would do greater, who would work greater miracles. I ain't see nobody, but he said it. He said it. He said it. So just keep on showing up. Just keep on showing up and believe in your purpose. Believe in your mission. Believe in why you're here. Believe in the good in you. Believe in that. Believe in it. I'm not saying don't think that you're perfect. I'm not saying we're all perfect. I'm just saying you get to decide. So you might as well believe in you and execute. Execute. Like I said, I don't have anything wrong with people being, I don't think there's any wrong with people being spiritual. That's great that you're spiritual. That's great. You pray, you meditate, you fast, you eat right, you sleep right, you exercising. Yeah, everybody want to say they do all that and they got it all together. OG don't have it all together. I'm going to be the first one to tell you, I don't have it all together. But you know what I will tell you? I show up. I show up every day because that's what it is. You can't run from yourself, so you might as well show up. You might as well show up. You might as well show up. Don't hide, don't run, face life. Face life. But it's the attitude that you face life with. It's the attitude. Attitude is the magic word. If you bring a messed up attitude to life, then life will give you a messed up situation. But if you bring a good attitude to life, then life will give you a good situation. Your world is only a reflection of you. Your world, I'm going to say that again. Your world is only a reflection of you, because your world, you're a universe. Each and every last one of us. Don't you know you were fashioned after the universe? Fashioned after it. Trust and believe. Believe all the answers that you need will come to you in time. In time, all you will get all the answers. You will get all the answers. No, no doubt. No doubt, hot dog. Hot dog, you blowing up. Everyone here's a genius because the fact that you're studying and are open to evolving and understanding proves that you're special and you're meant to do this. Facts. 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 You nailed it, hot dog. But you gotta believe in yourself. And I think that's the thing. I just feel you gotta believe yourself. I don't know what you're talking about right now, Fazan, but we'll get to that. I gotta see what you're talking about. You stole on Judas. Shout out to Mr. Ernest Ada. I salute you. I humbly bow before you. I humbly bow before you. Thanks for rocking with the beautiful infinite creators. Thanks for rocking with us. We salute you. We definitely salute you. Jasper, I lost like 30. What? What? And it gives me more what? Oh my goodness. Man, Jasper, I'm saluting you again. I'm saluting you again because that's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. Tell us your secret. Tell us the secret. You should write a book, The Secret, because you just killed it. You just killed it. You killed it. You killed it. You killed it. 65 pounds in 8 months. Man, I rock with you. I respect you. I salute you. Those are the stories that I like to hear. Those are the things I love to hear. That's what I like to hear. You're creating who you are. You're creating who you are. You're creating what you're becoming. You're doing that. Nobody's coming in and doing that for you. Who's doing the working out? Who's doing the walking? Whether you're walking, who's doing the exercise? Who's doing it? Who's eating right? Who's doing that? Is somebody outside of you doing that? Nobody want to take responsibility, and nobody don't want to accept no credit. I don't like it when people don't want to accept credit for who they are and what they're doing, and they're always giving something else or somebody else the credit when they're putting in the work. Shouts out to Jasper. Shouts out to all the beautiful infinite creators. Wow, hey, my goodness. There you go. Just do your best every day. Do your best every day. There you go. There you go. Shout out. Shout it out. Shout it out. Shout it out. Give it up. Give it up, man. Give it up. Hey, like I said, there's no big me and little you. You all are beautiful infinite creators as far as I'm concerned. You all are beautiful infinite creators. Without you, there's no me. We all part of the whole. There's no sum greater than the whole. You guys are gonna always hear me say this. There's no sum greater than the whole. I love it when you guys are creating. I love it when you guys are just doing you. Doing you. You don't gotta do what nobody else wants you to do. Do you. Follow the God in you. Follow the Christ in you. Follow the creator in you. Listen to the voice in your head. Listen to the still quiet voice in your head. Meditate. Get what you want. Get what you want. We're all here for the experience. We on this ride. Get the experience. Nobody's gassing you up, man. Nobody's gassing you up. You're only sitting here telling us what it is that you've done, and we salute that, man. We give it up. We give it up. The cat's here. Let me tell you what the cats will show up with the beautiful infinite creators. If you on some bullshit, they're gonna let you know. They're gonna be like, "Yo, Jasper, you on some bullshit." But if you a real one, if you're a real one and you come to the beautiful infinite creators, man, you're gonna feel that energy because they let you know. They let you know. They let you know because they rock with you. Y'all know I rock with y'all heavy. I rock with y'all heavy. I rock with y'all heavy. Jasper, Fazan, Milan, Lockie, Hot Dog, all these Ernest, all you guys, all the beautiful infinite creators, typical, all these Jessica, I mean Lil Fit. I rock with all the beautiful infinite creators when they show up on the channel. When they show up to the channel. Yeah, I mean it's easy to for real, for real, for real, for real. I rock with you, Fazan. Yeah, it's called pressure. It's called pressure. Jasper inspires. I hope it inspires all the beautiful infinite creators. I hope it inspires all the beautiful infinite creators. Do something for yourself. Do something for yourself. Because if you don't take care of you, who are you gonna take care of? If you don't take care of you, who are you gonna take care of? You know, so yeah, you made me a little uncomfortable, Jasper, but I salute you and I humbly bow before you. You know what? You say, okay, game on, game on. I accept your challenge. I accept your challenge. You know what I mean? Because I could do better. That's all you letting me know. I could do better. And I humbly bow before you because I love the beautiful infinite creators. You get to create who you are. You get to create. Nobody's saying you perfect. Nobody's saying that you've reached your goal. Or nobody's saying you at there, but you're making progress. One day at a time, guys. One day at a time. One day at a time. One day at a time. One day, not 2 days at a time. You can't jump a week ahead. You can't jump a month ahead. One day at a time. That's why I rock with y'all. That's why I rock with y'all. You know, that's why I try to bring people on who's gonna not just inspire, but who's willing to be an open book, who's willing to share, who's willing to share. I don't care what the religion is, I don't care what the background of faith. If you're gonna bring something to the beautiful infinite creators and we can pull from it and we can learn from it, that's all I want. I want everybody to be able to get something. I want a 2-year-old to be able to come here and feel the energy and feel the love. You know, that's what I want. That's what I want. Cause I rock with the infinite creators. I rock with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no need. You do whatever you got to do, Jasper, but we rock with you. Fazan, maybe you know what, Fazan? It's funny you say that, man, because I was thinking about going to the gym, man. Yo, listen, I love this. You guys don't understand. I love this. I love this because there's times that I'm on here and I get feedback, and like I said, I don't even know why. Sometimes you guys say what you say, but it's like things on my mind, and that was something I was thinking about, Fazan. That was something that no cap, no cap, bro, no cap. I think I'm gonna go to the gym and do some sparring. You have to evolve. Facts. That's why we are here. Yep. Every day we create and we and that's a simple way of putting it. That's the simple. And if anybody could understand that, hot dog, if you could just wrap your mind around that, if you could just wrap your mind around it, then what happens is, and that's why I'm glad when X put it like that. When he put it like that, it takes a lot of the mystery out of things. It takes a lot of the mystique out of it, and they say, you know what? All I'm really here to do is to create and make a better place for the rest. I'm here to serve. I'm at your service. I'm at your service. I love, man. I give a smile, Jasper. I want a smile, so I give a smile. You know what I'm saying? I give a hug because I want a hug. I give love because I want love. And that's how my perspective. You know, I get it. I get it. I get what you're saying. But yeah, I just like I love giving what I want. Jake Paul, I got to see it. When is that on? I want to see Jake Paul. Jake Paul is a bad boy. Jake Paul is a bad boy. Well, we know he knocked out little Nate Robinson. Little Nate Robinson shouldn't have never been in the ring with Jake Paul, but Jake Paul, I don't think he knows what he's asking for from Mayweather. I think Mayweather ain't playing with him, man. I don't think Mayweather's gonna play with him, but I want to see that fight with him and Ben Askren. I want to see that. I want to see that. You guys got to let me know when that is. Yeah. So, like I said, beautiful infinite creators, like I say, just keep on creating. Just keep on creating. We finna y'all ain't fighting Mayweather because Mayweather ain't even going with the if the money ain't right, Mayweather don't fight. Yeah, Mayweather don't fight unless it's cash on the table. Cash on the table, cash on the table. No, it's all love, guys. Y'all know that. There you go. April 17th. All right, I'm gonna be checking that out. I want to definitely see that. But yeah, just know I rock with you guys. Like I said, the reason I rock with you guys is because you guys keep me on my square. Like I said, I come on here because I wanna help. You guys want to set something up? I'm not gonna fight, but we can promote it. I like to promote something. If y'all want to promote something, I can do that. We can do that. We can do that. Yeah. Okay. I'll set it up when I get my million. Yo, you're an infinite creator. Just make sure you cut the rest of us in and let us know what you're doing. That's all. 50 Cent versus Mayweather late this year. Well, you guys know Tyson's gonna fight Holyfield again. I don't know. It's something about watching these older men fight. I want to see that too. I bought new clothes. That must feel great. I tried another hit. That must be great. That I was there we go. Everything just snowballs as soon as you start feeling it. There you go. If you feel good and you look good, if you look good, you feel good. You know, if you look good, you play good. That's what I used to always. They always used to tell me. I mean, I had to have my spats, I had to have my socks, I had to have my gloves, I had to be clean because if you look good, you play good. If you look good, you feel good. So yeah, nothing wrong with looking good. You know what I mean? And if you're in your shape and you feel confident and you're strong, I mean, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, man, ain't no stopping, ain't no stopping. Fazan against Tango, what we gonna do that? That might have to be in New York if that's gonna go down because one's coming out of Belgium and another one's coming out of Canada. Tango gonna well, it's Tango, man. I ain't messing with you. I gotta check that out too. I gotta check that out too. I didn't know we had all these MMA fighters in the Infinite Creators. All these MMA fighters in the Infinite Creators. But yeah, I rock with you guys. I rock with you guys. But just know, never give up your power. No, I don't care what nobody tells you. Never give up your power. That same energy that it takes to get in shape, that same energy it takes to study, that same energy it takes to show up, that's the energy that you're going to apply to your life and to create the situation that you're going to achieve. That's the energy. That's the life force that's in you. That's the life force that's in you. That's what's going on. That's what's up. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, it's easy, growing up and having people tell you could be what you want to be, you could do what you want to do, and then at some point they get real and say, "Oh, we were just joking. We didn't really mean you can do everything you want to do when you grow up." OG's gonna tell you you could do anything you want to do. All right. I hate it when people used to tell me that I could be anything I wanted to be, and then when I started doing it, then they were just like, "Oh, we didn't really take you serious. We didn't really mean that you could do everything that you want to do." OG is telling y'all you could do whatever you want to do. You could do it. You could do it. All you got to do is believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Don't give your power away. Don't give it away to anything outside of yourself. Do not. Do not. Change comes from within. It starts in the inside. And you have to have a desire to want to do that. If you don't have a desire to change, you're not going to change. It all starts with desire. Desire. Wanting to do it bad enough. Oh my goodness. Wanting to do it bad enough. Wanting to do it bad enough. Okay, you talk about, let's see what hot dogs talk about. I don't know why, but every day worked perfectly today. I don't know. Every day gets better and some good happens. Honestly, I never been in such a better point in life. And that's because you take your responsibility. You take responsibility. Guys, I'm not gonna bullshit y'all. If you guys looking for a perfect guy, I'm not that guy. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I've got flaws. I'll be the first person to tell you guys that. I won't lie. Ask no questions to tell you no lie. But what I will tell you is I show up. I'm gonna keep on fighting and I'm gonna keep on evolving and I'm gonna keep on growing. And I'm gonna keep on growing. Do I watch female boxing? If so, no, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen it, but listen, maybe I'll just check it out. But you guys like to watch the girls fight? That's what Yeah. Yeah. Are they ACC fighting? I don't know. I don't know if they're fighting. Yo, Tango, for real, for real. You guys, you guys are dope, man. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. You guys are nice. I love rocking with y'all. I love feeling it. And what I'm gonna do is, like I said, I'm probably gonna show up more, do some more lives, but I'm also going to be working on some more videos. I got some ideas that I want to put out there. But definitely, I rock with you guys heavy, man. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Remember, when you hit that like button, then we get more people to show up and come kick it with us. I didn't know that. Now I know. Now I know, Fazan. Now I know what the beautiful infinite creators are into. Now I know what they're into. Thanks for letting me know that. Yeah, but I rock with y'all. You guys know that. You guys know that. And I'm here because I'm evolving. I'm here because I'm growing. I'm here because I look for answers as well. That's why I'm here. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love the beautiful infinite creators. Remember, we don't care about the haters because the haters gonna hate, but we don't care about them, and it don't matter. It don't matter what they say. It don't matter what they do. No, I haven't heard of that, but now you're gonna make me write it down, Fazan. Thank you very much, because I love the beautiful infinite creators. No, I'm writing it down again. No, that's not good. It spends a lot of energy, guys. Don't be on that. Okay, all right, all right, all right. But like I said, as you guys move forward, as we get into the strong end, and as we keep on growing, and as we keep on evolving, believe in yourself. Prime the pump. Put some gas in the car. Put some water down the spring well, down the well, the water well, and you got to prime that pump in order to get something out of it. Okay, you know that you got to put some water in that well, and then you got to pump that well, and then the water's gonna come up because you've done the work. You've put the work. Don't be afraid of work, guys. Don't be afraid of work. On your path, pray with your feet moving. Meditate with your feet moving. You know, I love Jasper for coming and sharing all that good news with us, because I think it was definitely, not just needed, but it was pleasing. It was pleasing. It's just pleasing. It just proves. Let's see what Fazan says. It just proves discipline in your mind. But when you're already ahead in the mind, it won't improve any discipline problems. You got to keep creating, and you got to keep evolving. You got to believe in you. He said, "I see what y'all." Okay, yeah, I was just messing around when I said that too. I get it, hot dog. It was all laughing, and I get it. I get it. Come on, we've been listening to the Retain Gang, and we've been listening to guys like Fourth Century, so I get the whole conserving your energy and your seed and all that. I get all that. But yeah. Maybe I'll do a video on that one day. Maybe I'll do a video on that. We'll talk about that. But I don't I don't know. I don't know. But these guys, I love having fun with them. Listen, I like having fun. I like laughing and joking. I like that. So if it's a joke, I get it. I get it. It's not nothing serious. But thank you guys for showing up with me. Thank you guys for rocking. Like I said, I'll be back soon. I will definitely be back soon. I love you guys. Remember, keep creating, keep evolving, keep doing you. Keep doing you. When they tell you no, you tell them yeah. When they say you can't, you tell them you're doing it. Okay? Don't listen to what nobody said to you. Don't. You do you, because you're here on a mission. You don't know who's watching you. You don't know who's watching you. You stay blessed too, Fazan. You don't know who's watching you, and you might be the catalyst for somebody else to reach greatness. You hear me? They might be watching you, and you may be the catalyst for somebody else's greatness. Peace to you, peace to you, Tango. I love the beautiful infinite creators. We don't care about the haters. Keep creating, keep evolving. I'm never going to stop saying that. There's no sum greater than the whole. There is no sum greater than the whole. All right. So until the next time, guys, I humbly bow before you. I humbly bow before you. I salute. I salute the divinity in you, and I respect the divinity in you. Peace, guys. Take care until the next time.